Now that we are commencing with summer, I know for a lot of our church families, it means summer vacations, family excursions, trips that we're going to take together. And I remember when our kids are young and that's happening, they get very excited as we announce our vacation plans to them. They look forward to all the fun and the excursions, and we tell them all about the great things that are going to happen. When it comes to our expectations for them, it's really nil, it's zilch. I mean, we'll tell you when we're leaving, and that's all they worry about is the fun they're going to have on the trip. But of course, with any trip, it's not just all fun to be had. There's planning, there's work, there's schedules, there's lots to do. And the older that our children get, don't you start to then let them in on that, and you even start to give them responsibility, and you expect for them now to prepare along with you. There's luggage to pack. Right? There's devices to charge, there's snacks to get together, there's backpacks to load up, there's apps you got to download for you know what you got going on there, there's things to save for that you're going to have to purchase when you get there, there's schedules to be kept, there's airports to traverse, there's pets to be accounted for, there's a house that needs to be secured, and you start to say, well, listen, there's another side to this, and the more mature you are, the more you need to recognize that, and there's things you need to do to get ready. See, maturity, it necessitates giving up a one-dimensional view of these great trips that we take as families. Well, as we come to the end of Luke chapter 17, Jesus says as much to us, his disciples. He says, the more you understand about the greatest trip that we will take as a family, the coming kingdom, it's going to be good, and you are to pray for it, and you should expect it. There's another dimension to this. There's another side to it, and it's a side that you need to understand. And if you don't understand this other side that's sobering, that makes us stand back and say, oh yeah, wow, I didn't even see that side of it. I was just thinking about the fulfillment and the joy and the absence of all the bad, mundane, terrible things we deal with in this fallen world. You really have to stand back and say, that's really got another whole aspect to it I hadn't considered. And it makes us stand back not only to appreciate the kindness of God, but frankly, to stand back in awe of the severity of God. It makes us recognize in a sober way that there's things that we need to do to prepare for this, that it's not all fun and games. Matter of fact, it will lead us to get out of our spiritual immaturity and to step into a kind of full-orbed picture of what's coming when we start saying the King is coming and the kingdom's coming and it's going to be great and Christ is coming again. We have to see the whole picture. If we don't see the whole picture, we'll get locked into a spiritual immaturity. And really, in many ways, we'll be unprepared. Oh, we may be prepared in that we're in the family and God's going to take us, but we will not have the kind of preparation God would expect. I know the first time we heard that Jesus is coming as a new Christian, and that was a great thing. It'd be great, but there's a lot more to it, as our passage will tell us. And if you haven't